know you.
Okay. Show me.
It's showtime.
Alright, so we are back. And it's officially October. So we are going into our Halloween series, which we kind of already started with the Hocus Pocus movies. Feet down. So you're just not feeling the Paranormal Activity movies this season, so I think we're gonna wait till next year. Hopefully you'll brave up by then. So instead, Daddy's actually got a much more toned back one. This movie series is called Poltergeist.
Like when this video's out, and when I'm going to see if you put in the new intro or the old intro.
I'm putting the new intro. So
this is a scary movie!
We're
What's a scary movie?
We're gonna be watching Poltergeist. It was made by Steven Spielberg, the same guy who I believe made E.T., Ready Player One, and a bunch of other stuff that you are probably already familiar with.
Like Scream?
No, he didn't make Scream.
Are you kidding me?
We will probably be doing The Faculty this month, but we're gonna do all 3 Poltergeist movies this month, and The Faculty, and maybe a few other movies we'll sprinkle in too. But this is about another like haunting kind of deal, but it involves a little girl. So maybe you'll relate to her.
For Paranormal Activity?
Well, Paranormal Activity 3 had little girls. I think that was your favorite of them.
No.
No? Well, it was back when you watched it.
No. No.
But for some reason you suddenly changed and turned into a little scaredy cat. Can you sit? Put your legs down. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to jump into Poltergeist. We'll see you guys after the movie.
Don't watch this if you're scared of horror movies.
Bye.
Bye.
The house looks just like the one next to it. And the one next to that. And the one next to that. A young couple live in it.
Give Ken a kiss.
You are so obnoxious.
With their 3 children. And something more.
And you said you're here. Well, who did you meet? Who's here? TV people.
Something's funny going on here next door. Something,
We were wondering if maybe you had experienced any disturbances lately.
what kind of disturbances?
I don't know what hovers over this house. I've never sensed anything like it. That thing is in there with my baby! Hundreds.
Now Steven Spielberg crosses a frightening new threshold into a world within our own. Its form is revealed.
What is it?
Its focus is clear. And the games are over. Poltergeist. It knows what scares you.
Alright, so we just finished Poltergeist. Made by Steven Spielberg. I believe it has a PG rating because this was before the R rating. So, Cora, what did you think of this movie?
It did kind of scare me, but I liked the rest of it.
You liked it? It's kind of like Ghostbusters, right? Not scary. It's more the practical effects that they did. Some of the effects of it, like the ghosts and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Kind of that one scene where he's like peeling his face off. Kind of reminded me of like the ghost effects from the librarian at the beginning of Ghostbusters.
Oh, that is true, because if you guys watched the Ghostbusters, I think then when he was ripping his skin off, I think while we saw his silicon, they did kind of lose the model from Ghostbusters of the silicon into this movie.
Yeah. Also, this movie showed you something that you were quite familiar with. There was a line from a character that Daddy uses all the time whenever you don't answer me. What was the line?
I forgot.
I am addressing the living. Right?
Right.
Daddy says that to you all the time when you don't answer.
Yeah.
Now you know where I got it from.
And I think you also showed me a movie, like, every time you call me, like, go, I think another character in that movie also does that with another character's name. Right?
Well, I kind of am copying Hocus Pocus with that. Anyways, so is this a movie that you could probably sit through again? You'd enjoy watching it over again?
No.
What? You like Ghostbusters? You like all three of the main Ghostbuster movies. Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, Ghostbusters Afterlife. This is kind of right in that ballpark. I can't wait for you to see part 2 of this movie.
Okay, who said there was a part 2?
There's 3.
Who said there was 3?
The people who made it. So did you have a favorite part of this movie? Was there one part that really stuck out that you really liked?
Yes, the ending. When the dad just walking back to screen with the TV just yeeted outside.
When he left the TV outside?
Yeah, like, no TV's allowed in his house. They cannot be no no TVs again.
At least they didn't have to pack up their house anymore, right?
Yeah, because the whole house got it sucked in.
Sucked into a portal, yep.
I like sex that's like this.
And that's something you'll need to definitely remember when we watch part 2. So, is there any other scenes you liked, or?
The most part that did stick out to me most, like, was parts when the ghosts were talking. Like, I think they just got it, like...
Well, it was more than just whispering. All you've heard the
no,
ghosts.
like the kid. The kid was missing. I feel like...
Carol Ann.
Yeah, they got it, the actor who voices the character, and they just had to talk through the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you have any favorite lines, quotes
Yes,
from the movie?
I did.
What's your favorite quote?
Well, when they said Pizza Hut.
Oh.
And that's what I work at.
Yep.
Yep.
I thought you would have said...
That's 2 jobs. This and Pizza Hut.
3 jobs, technically.
No, okay.
Because I'm also a writer, and I have books. Anyways, so... Cora... Most people like the line from the little girl where she says, "They're here." Did you like that line?
Yeah, but like it kind of like this is similar voice like here and here, like they both kind of sounds the same to us. The letters of what the people are saying are different.
Mm. So what did you think of Tangina? Did you like her character?
Was she the mom of the daughter and son?
No, she was the little short lady that came in. The one that said, "I am addressing the living."
Kind of weird.
Kind of weird.
Yeah, because how could a grown-up be small?
Because some people have height disabilities. They're born short.
You're saying like this. I have to be on chill for this. This little.
Yes, not like a frog. Anyways, did you have a favorite character?
The main character.
Well, there's a couple. There's the father, there's the mother, there's
main
the daughter.
All the main characters.
Well, who's your favorite main character? Who did you connect with the most? Who did you feel the most like?
They connect with the daughter.
The daughter?
They kind of connect to. They connect to Paranormal Activity. I believe in Paranormal Activity 3 or 4. There is a little kid.
Yeah. When they did Paranormal Activity 3, I'm sure they took some inspiration from this movie.
And just put it in Paranormal Activity 3, like. That's it. We got some scenes from this movie, then to our movie. Yeet!
Yep. Alright. So, we'll be right back after this quick break.
Looking for something to pass the time? Need something good to read or listen to?
To get you ready for Halloween.
Do you like famous slashers like Jason, Freddy, Michael, or Ghostface? Do you wish there was something new and original that you could read on your phone or tablet? Or perhaps you like to grab a scary book and read by candlelight?
Check out these short stories, written by Sean Connaughton. When a mildly abusive man mistreats his bride-to-be on Halloween night, his neighbors decide to teach him a lesson. A lesson he won't soon forget when he finds himself in the witch's hole. And narrated by me, Tara Klein.
A Seattle detective, Scott Grimes, investigates a string of odd murders. But where this case ultimately leads him, he could never have predicted when he crosses paths with the legal murderer. And narrated by me, Brad Letson.
Join the Dunn family as they make their way to a vacation home for a weekend trip. However, when the sun goes down, things seem to get just as dark inside as outside. Stay with the Dunns and see if you can make it through The Mansion. Audiobook narrated by Dylan Poor.
This story follows Sir Godwin as he and a small group transport a lovely princess out of a soon-to-be war zone, and as they travel they must pass through some woods. However, things grow darker and more sinister the deeper into the woods they go, and they find what some believe to only be known as the Legend of Fort Blood. Narrated for you by Angela Strauman.
So, turn out the lights, light a candle, grab your phone or tablet, and download your ebook or audiobook now.
Currently available all year round on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes.
So don't miss out and grab your copy today.
All right, so we're back. Cora, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this movie?
I would probably say 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10?
Because
I remember at the beginning of the movie, you were saying you were thinking about giving it a 1 out of 10.
I said if the movie was scarier.
Yeah. Did you pick up on that? I know I tried to help you, but did you pick up on what he was freaking out about at the end of the movie? That they moved the body, or they moved the headstones, but not the bodies? So you remember me explaining the cemetery bit?
No.
Okay, so their house was built on the old cemetery. And the company that built their house took the headstones from the cemetery, the gravestones, and they just relocated the gravestones. They did not move the bodies that were in the ground. So that's why their home was on like the central point of the old graveyard. So that's why at the end of the movie he's freaking out saying, you moved the headstones but not the bodies. So that's what I was trying to point out to you. Me, I would give this probably an 8 out of 10.
But that's like almost close to my score because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My score 7, 8. Your score?
Yep.
It's kind of close, but since 7's in the way, that's why I said kind of close.
Well, we'll see how we score the next one. So we will see you all with not paranormal, Poltergeist 2 next time.
Yep.
Be sure to
Like, comment, and subscribe.
and we'll see you all next time. Bye.